Welcome in, guys, and I am back to recap the NFL Week 15, and let's get into this. We had the Chargers versus the Raiders on Thursday night. Going into this game, Chargers were 5-6, 5-8 for the Raiders. There's a complete shutout on Thursday night, 63-21. After Thursday's game, Brandon Staley was fired because he was playing Bears football. They fired Brandon Staley, and they fired the GM of the Chargers. Their asses were gone. And you look at them again. Brandon Staley, 2 years with the Chargers, one playoff place in 2022. You know, he didn't really do the best with the Chargers, especially when you have a franchise guy, Justin Herbert. You have Joey Bosa, you have Keelan Allen, you have some great talent on this Chargers team, and you was third in your first season. You got to the wild card in 2022, and then you're last in the division. Had to go 63-21. You lose into a shit Raiders team as well. Had to be fired, and ultimately he's gone. Broncos versus Lions. I talked about that in my video earlier. Lions get a job done, 17-42. We had the Steelers versus the Colts on Saturday night, 17-20 to the Colts, and the Colts get the win. They're 7-7. Really impressed with them this year. Really, I'm just a bit like, Anthony Richardson. I'm concerned that he gets injured a lot. That he takes too many hits. I think you're gonna have to really fix that in the draft. It's like you're gonna have to get more protection in the trenches for Anthony Richardson. But Minshew, he's doing a good job as a backup quarterback. 20-17. Steelers. Where did the Steelers go from here? They're now 7-7. It's again, you've had one of those. Again, Trubisky's your starting quarterback. He's starting. I think Kenny Pickett's injured, if I remember, but it's not looking good in Pittsburgh. Then we go to the Sunday games. We have the Bucks versus the Packers, and the Bucks win 20-14. Mayfield 3 for 22 out of 28 yards, 22 out of 28 for us, 381 yards, 4 touchdowns. John Love for 29 out of 39 throws, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield had a good game, and the Bucks get the win on Sunday. Then we had the Chiefs versus the Patriots. A lot of talk this week that Bill Belichick is leaving at the end of the year. They're not going to bring him back for season 24. I agree with that. I said a month ago now that Bill Belichick has to step down, and it just shows here. Like, I know that with their 3-11, they're second in the draft, in the 2024 draft rankings in the first round. Now, if Belichick stays, you know he's going to fuck it up and get a cornerback or a kicker in the first round. No, you actually need to get yourself a fucking quarterback and more weapons on the offensive side of the ball, because Stevenson isn't that good. Stevenson isn't going to win you championships. The rest of that offense stinks. Who's your starting quarterback? Is it Bailey Zappe? Is it Mac Jones? If it is Mac Jones, get some actual good people around him in the trenches and in the wide receiver, running back position, tight end. Like, you really need, this Patriots team needs a lot of work offensively. I like Christian Gonzalez in the defensive side of the ball, but offensively is where they stink. And they're now 3-11 now, and the Chiefs win 27-17. Mahomes threw for 27 out of 33 yards, 2 touchdowns, 305 yards, 2 interceptions. Then we had the Texans versus the Titans. It's meant to be C.J. Strauss versus Will Levis. C.J. Strauss looks like C.J. Strauss is injured, so Will Levis, 17 out of 26 throws, 199 yards, 1 interception, and it was 14-16 to the Titans. Then we had the Bears football. We had the Bears versus the Browns. And this was Bears football, not just because of the Bears were in it, because it was the fucking skid marks in the NFL, the Browns. They're coming into this game. Browns were 8-5, Bears were 5-8. Bears was like, oh, we'll get the wild card, and then we're gonna believe in Justin Fields, yay! But yeah, after this it was 17-20. Fields 3 for 19 out of 40, 166 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Joe Flacco had 28 to 44 throws, 324 yards and 2 touchdowns. When Joe Flacco is getting more yards and more throws than your guy Justin Fields, then that means you got the fucking wrong quarterback. You drafted the wrong guy instead of getting somebody like Trey Lance in 2021. Oh, let's go for Fields. Yay, the guy that has no awareness, doesn't know how to get out the pocket, doesn't know how to fucking he has lack of vision when it comes to on the field and seeing where he can throw the ball. Again, Fields is over fucking rated. I don't know what these fucking delusional fucking Bears fans are happy with meteoric fucking Bears football. Having Fields only threw for 19 out of 40 throws today, Sunday, and 166 yards. He's been in the league for 2 years now. Come on, like you should be having. If I'm a GM, I'm like, I need to see more of my franchise guy. Again, and this is again goes back to Ryan Poles, Montez Sweat in the trade a few months ago. Then you have the first overall pick, bring in Darnell Wright. You get DJ Moore, and DJ Moore is barely getting 15 targets a game. Then we had the Giants versus the Saints. 6-24. Saints got the job done. Cowboys versus Bills. This was and again, a lot of Cowboys fans, oh, Cowboys do one regular season. Yeah, when it gets to the end of the season, you're gonna find out what the Cowboys are really like. 10-31, and the Bills steamrolled the Cowboys on Sunday. Then we had the 49ers versus the Cardinals. This was a really impressive game, 45-29. The 49ers getting the job done. Win their NFC West, 16-25, 242 yards for Brock Purdy, 6 touchdowns. He had a really good game for Brock Purdy on Sunday. Then we had the Commanders versus the Rams, 20-28. The Rams get the job done. Then we had the Ravens versus the Jags, 23-7 to the Ravens. Again, the Ravens are looking really impressive this year. They're one of my kind of dark horses this year for the Super Bowl. They're 11-3 now, but they're really impressive this year. Can Lamar Jackson get to a Super Bowl and actually win the Super Bowl? It's kind of now or never for Lamar Jackson. He's 27, 28. You're gonna think it's now or never really for Lamar to get a championship. 14 out of 24 throws, 171 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Trevor Lawrence had 25 out of 43 throws, 264 yards, 1 touchdown. Then we had the Monday night game. We had the Eagles versus the Seahawks. 17-20. Off day for the Eagles, I guess, on Monday night. 17-20. Seahawks get the job done. And that is my NFL Week 15 recap. So leave you guys thoughts on this week in the comments. Peace.